trap house, the cardboard trap house. We're gonna do a little show and tell here. I went to a toy show, I guess, slash card show. Had some toys, older toys, newer toys, bunch of cool shit. You know, Star Wars, Transformers, fucking old toys, trains. Had some cards mixed in, Pokemon, sports cards. Not as many dealers I'd like to have been there, of course. I drove about an hour or so to get there, which it was cool, small show. Maybe, I don't know, 50, 60, oh shit, around there, tables, I guess. But there might have been less than 10 sports cards guys, maybe. So anyways, there's a few things I picked up. I got all this for 75 bucks. That was a pretty decent deal. A couple different tables. So no particular order. I'm making a quick video. We'll show the cards. So went to one guy, older gentleman. He had some box of baseball, football, basketball, and a couple of miscellaneous stuff like this right here. And the first time I went, I didn't see these cards. I didn't really dig through the boxes, a bunch of comments, but then I went back and there was a guy standing there making a deal with him. And there was a box. I thought it was a guy's box trying to sell him shit because I think the guy was selling stuff. But anyways, he walked away from the table and that box was still there. And I asked the dealer, hey, were those his cards? He said, yeah. So anyway, I flipped through them and found these cards pretty cool. So here's a Earnhardt versus Press Pass VIP. A little bit of edge wear up here, but I don't care. Let's see if I can do that better. But anyways, oh well. So Earnhardt cards are cool. Picked this up. So it's numbered out of 225 right here. 33 out of 225. So pick that up from this guy. Just a simple Bo Jackson card. I always liked those Easton bats. Hell, I used to use those back in the day myself. So just like the multi-sport deal. These aren't too expensive. I think this was, I don't know, 86, I want to say. 89 maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I think 86. That's still cool. So this card here, this is what I saw, and I did notice it said Jordan Holding Court, whatever, and it's serial numbered at 2300 right there. But I flipped it over, Jordan's on the back, so pick this up. I did look it up, about $25, $20, something like that, raw. And the guy, he went back through these cards, and he wanted to price some different price to me. So he had told one guy beside me. The guy asked in a box, one of the other boxes, like I was going through, how much they were. The guy said like $2-3 a piece, $3 a piece, and then the guy was like, oh, that's too much. I'm getting it for my kid. And then the guy said, oh, well, I'll sell you some King Griffies for like 50 cents a piece. And I don't know. He didn't give me that damn deal. But this is cool. This is a Ray Allen. I've never seen these before. Topps Chrome, Refined Remnants. Authentic Game Worn Jersey, it says there. And on the back, it's numbered. This one's 17 out of 500. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool card there. Here's another Bo Jackson card I picked up. This was a little rougher than the other one, but still cool. This was in there. 2005 Absolute Memorabilia. Little quad relic there. Cabrera and Dontrell Willis, yeah. Numbered out of 125. Right there. That was pretty cool. I think everyone talks about the certificates and authentic jersey, and like this one has that certificate on the back, and cut from an authentic item, personally worn, used by Miguel Cabrera and Dontrell Willis, an official Major League Baseball game. I wonder if these are going to be worth more later because of that compared to the shit they say today. I don't know. A lot of people don't value them too high, but these are going to become more rare. So, and this one I'd never seen before. Flipping through, I think it's a '97 press pass, double threads game used jersey, and it was in there. We flip it over. It's numbered out of 325 at the bottom. It has Karl Malone in the back. A little two color. There's the white and the purple. Of course, the airbrushed is the Jazz off of there. But I thought that was a cool card. Look this up. I think there are one out of, 1 in 720 packs with these double threads. They got a cool ass one, Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Those go for several hundred. And even some people are asking like $200 for this. I think it's one sold for 40, or no, the Maurice Cheeks or some shit was like 40 or 50 it sold for. I don't remember if one of these sold, but so he wanted $50. I told him that shit was too high, and so I got this stack for $40, $40 right there. Then I went to a dealer and I saw this, and I don't know if this will do any justice on camera, but man, I will tell you what, I saw these cards sitting there. These are, I think, 94 or 95 Metal Universe. Says 94 Marvel right there. There are evidently 4 of these. This is 2 of 4 Wolverine. He had 3 there. And these, I'm telling you what, I've seen a lot of fucking holograms over my time, but these right here have gotten to be the coolest holograms I've seen. I mean, this is just a thin ass 20-point card or whatever. And like I said, the camera probably doesn't do it justice because it goes to black. You know, you can't see shit. And then it'll go to like a green and a yellowish and then this fucking blue color. That's pretty cool as well. And it's so hard to pick up on camera. And it looks really good out in the sun. And it's just different angles you see it from. So he had Wolverine there. These are all marked $15. I looked them up, comps are kind of all over the place. This is 3 of 4. I don't know this guy is War Machine. War Machine. Let's see if I can pick it up a different way. But these really jump out. These are pretty fucking slick right here. Yeah, the War, and I don't even know the 4th one. I haven't even looked up the 4th one. But damn, it's hard to see. And then this one here, I haven't got a case for it yet, but then there's Spider-Man. This is a 1 of 4. So I've 1, 2, and 3, I guess. I need 4. But these are just fucking cool. Now his face, I think his face does, well, you can't see it on here, but his face goes from one side to the other, kind of. But yeah, these are fucking badass right here. So anyway, I got these for $10 a piece, so $30. You know, I might have paid on the high side, but I've never seen these. And again, I don't look for them either, but that is fucking hard to figure out here. But anyway, those are just cool as shit. And then guy had a bunch of wrestling cards out. Yeah, look at that shit. It's just fucking nothing on the back. Just fucking, that's just cool. Then a guy had some wrestling cards, a fucking binder full, and they said $1 a piece. So I flipped through these, and I don't know. He had 2 refractors, which this was one of them, the British Bulldog. These are from 2006, Topps Chrome, WWE. So he had this one sitting in there in a 9 little pocket page. This was one of them. And then Kane was the other sitting in there. So we wanted, I guess, $2, $1 a piece for these ones. And then he had a box there, and I flipped through it, and I found this other refractor here, Sergeant Slaughter. So I don't know, at the end of the day, he gave me these for $5. If this was 3, that's no big deal. So I thought those were pretty cool. Refractors. He had a shitload of the, just the base cards, the paper cards. Hogan, The Rock, all that, but I just grabbed the refractors. So anyway, that's a $5 lot there. Not super valuable, but I don't care. I just think it's cool cards. I'll pick up these refractors all day from back in the day. Anyway, so that's it. So that's the 75 bucks I spent to stimulate the economy in a little small town I went to. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like I always say, ain't too bad for a cracker with no peanut butter. All right, catch you later.